I, 24M, have the suspicion that there could be something weird between my girlfriend, 27F, and her father, 58M, and it's driving me crazy. First of all, I'm from Europe and my English might not be that great. Plus it's a bit difficult for me to explain this, so excuse my grammar in advance. The context is as follows. I met her at work about a year and a half ago and we've been dating for 9 months. She lives and works in my city but is originally from a place that is like 7 hours away by car. She moved because her past boyfriend is from here and they were together for 7 years and stayed after they split. I am really in love with her. She's very, very beautiful and cheerful and supportive of me in almost anything I do. I never met someone like her before. The only bad thing about her might be that she sometimes goes through very deep but also very short depressive phases. I try to take care of her as best as I can. I suggested therapy but she says she already did a lot of it when she was younger and doesn't want to keep up with it anymore. This past week, on our holidays, we went to her hometown to visit her family so they get to know me. They all have been very welcoming and lovely with me from the very beginning. We are of different ethnicities, even being both from the same country, so I noticed certain differences in behavior but nothing too big. It's important to note that we are staying in their parents' flat. We sleep in different bedrooms but we are staying here. But here are the two things, and the second one happened just hours ago, that are driving me crazy. 1. When we got there and I was greeting everyone, we kissed to greet here. Her father took her bags to the living room and she went with him. I saw on the reflection of the crystals of the door that they hugged again, which is completely normal, but he also tapped her ass 2 times and for a moment it seemed to me like he squeezed it. And I was in the middle of greeting her brothers and sisters-in-law and everything and tried to not give much thinking to it, but it kind of stayed there on the back of my head. I have no sisters but my mom won't touch me or my brother like that. 2. Yesterday after lunch her brothers invited me to play in a basketball match they arrange every weekend and have a couple beers afterwards as they had already planned. She stayed home to attend to a Teams call and do some work. Then she would join us. Even being on vacation, apparently something very important. She is higher ranked than me at the company, so I believe it's possible they needed her. So almost at the beginning of the game I injured a bit my ankle trying to block a shot and I decided to go back home. Her mom gave me keys when we got here, and her father was supposed to stay home to take a nap because he said he had a stomach ache the night before. So I decided to use the keys and not ring the bell in case he was asleep, and I entered the flat very quietly to not disturb and saw none in the kitchen or the main living room. So I walked to her bedroom and the door was open and the laptop was in fact on the table but she wasn't there. Got back on the hallway and heard a TV on low volume and I heard a soft chuckle from her. The hallway is shaped like an L and that living room is at the end of it, so when I turned the corner I saw her sitting on his lap facing him, covered with a towel wrapped around her body and her hair completely wet like she just had a shower. He had at least his left hand on her hip. I couldn't see the other. I saw them from their left side. She was startled when she saw me and immediately got up and started walking up to me asking me what happened and why I got home so early, and almost before I could reply she started telling me that her dad had a pimple and she was popping it. But something felt off for me. She basically pushed me back to the bedroom I'm staying in, constantly speaking and seemed weirdly nervous. Also, she wasn't wearing anything underneath the towel. I understand different cultures can behave differently towards nudity or physical contact, but something here is just too weird. She immediately told me she had to dry her hair and went back to the bathroom, and her father went to his own bedroom. Since it happened I only asked her again about it and said that it was weird for me and how's that she was dressed only with a towel sitting like that over him, and she quickly dispatched it saying it was because she was just coming out of the bathroom to get a comb and he asked her to help him and that was it. And for the rest she behaves like she always does, perhaps even extra warm and caring with me. So right now I don't really know if I'm an asshole for even thinking that something is going on and she's heeding it from, or I'm a fool because I don't confront her in a more straight way. I really like her and I love her, and my family loves her. And I only had one serious girlfriend before her, so my experience is kind of limited, and I don't want to mess my relationship for something that is maybe harmless. But I can't keep it out of my chest, and I also don't want to tell my best friend about it because I don't want him to think bad of her. Maybe it was in fact something completely innocent. In fact I heard her chuckle a moment before, so it doesn't seem at all like any type of violence is involved in it. Maybe it's my insecurities, but this gives me no rest and I fear bringing it up again, because maybe she sees me as an asshole for trying to put boundaries to the way she relates to her family members.